Okay. Don't know until I get here. Okay. That's a small flame. You can see that this is my fingers right near the flame. So it's a small one that I'm going to be working with. I put the Carlisle away for a while. And this is the first time in about a month that I've actually been online doing my thing. So come by and say hi. And what I've got here in my hand right now is some, I want to say Lucy. Let's see if we can see it in front of them. There we are. It shows up a nice purple. So it is UV reactive. So what I'm doing is pulling it out a little thinner and twisting it a little bit more. Plan on doing like a little unicorn, or I'm in a little mood. Since I'm only doing a little bit of glass blowing, I decided to do just a little bit of glass. Just to see how it would go. And see what I could do in a little bit of time. So, it's kind of small. Actually, I am going to even kick it down another little notch. Just another. There we go. Whoop. You can barely see that flame. That's the way it's working. And I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. And tilt it. Of course it's not going to do the job. That'll look bigger, even though it's not. There we go. Yeah, you can see the hairs on my beard more than you can see the glass. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do, well, why not a little dragon? I love my dragons. A little bit of anything, and I love a lot of little things. There's one here. There's the other. Hello, glad to see somebody's watching. Legs to this thing. I need to get into doing nothing but tiny. That's what I've always wanted to do. A little bit delicate. And a lot of design. You know how that is. I'm also going to make a small eyeball today. I've been doing eyeballs lately as well. I'll show you some in a minute. Hi, Jeanette. I didn't see who it was. I just noticed that somebody was watching. There we go. Oops. I'm going to hold on to it by there and do the tail here. it up. And then whip it, and I usually curl it a little sometimes. But you can see the swirls of the color in there. And those colors have UV reactive glass in it. Oh, now I gotta do this the hard way. I gotta hold onto it by here, tap it off there, put another rod here, because I needed this to make the wings and the back legs, back toes, excuse me. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit more. I don't know if you can. I'm sorry that the reflection is seeing my beard more than me. Actually, if I tilt my head down like I'm doing and not looking into the phone, you can see what I'm doing a little better, right? Right. Yep. No excuses. Just haven't been around doing my glass blowing thing. And trying to help out a friend. I realize I've got to do my thing too, and it's hard sometimes. But I'm trying. Trying my patience mainly, but trying. Hey Sonia, glad you at least stopped and said hi. I appreciate that. How's life treating you? The thing I like about making this size is, think of all the gas that you'd be saving. And all the glass. And learning detail. Or something like this. And let's see what it looks like. There we go. And it has a purple tint to it, but it's really, really cool. I might be dreaming of almost Lucy, I guess. That's what's going on. It's got Lucy in it. Need to work this wing just a little bit more. Oh, and I made that one into a club foot, wouldn't you know? You gotta learn to keep the flame only where you need it. I'm off to my school job and having fun in the glass shop. We'll have fun in the glass shop. Invite me up there sometime. Maybe I'll see what I can do to make everybody's life miserable, right? That's what I need to do, become a traveling glass blower, right? Little torch like this, a small 5 liter per minute concentrator, and I could make tons of stuff. There we go. A little bit closer. There we go. One dragon. Itch. Always get an itch in the weirdest places when you sit down to do glass. Time for an elephant. Ah, we got 3 people watching. That's good. Time for an elephant. Or a frog, or a cat, or a mouse, or a teddy bear. Teddy bear sounds cool. Black teddy bear, or a dark blue teddy bear. Wait a minute. No, this is a dark purple. Let's get the dark blue. Here we go. Funny, I don't realize, oh, there's some strands we can use here. Funny how you realize you don't have short, thin short, thin rods ready to go until there we go. You know, I even forgot what I said I was going to do in dark blue. Dolphin comes to mind. No, that's not what I said I was going to do to begin with, but I want to kick it down even another notch. Let's try this. You can't even see that. Let's see if I can put up a little. A teddy bear. Yeah, I'll do that. A black teddy bear. Thanks, Jeanette. Let's do a little black teddy bear. Thank you, Jeanette. I like that idea. I tell people that I can do figurines. You can put 2 or 3 of them on a thumbnail and they go, whoa. Just takes a nice steady hand. Well, a good elbow prop anyway for me. Otherwise my hands would be all over the place. Teddy bear is one of the first ones that I like doing. I came up with a nice political joke with the teddy bears. I said, the only animal on the whole entire planet to bear arms are bears themselves. Okay. I didn't say it was a great political joke, but it's... finding I'm holding my breath as I do this. That's interesting. Doing it this size is fun. Now 2 ears. A nose. And at this size, I'm not going to do the eyes. There's the nose. Let's see if we can pinch some ears out here. Oops, I pinched the ear off. Oh no, 115 tons of glass gone. There's one. Let's try to flat them again. All right. There it went. Oopsie. It's okay. At this size, they're virtually indestructible. Virtually. I've had little tiny elephants. I've had little tiny elephants. I mean, about this size or even smaller, that I was showing somebody in my hand, and it sort of rolled off and bounced on the floor, and it was on a concrete floor, and went over and picked it up, and it was fine. I mean, but at this size, they are Really strong and durable. And also another thing about that size is you can really pick them up almost immediately without too much trouble. Oh, wrong one. Let's do an elephant. Tiny stuff in a little bit of time. Funny how a lot of my animals start out with a nice round ball. That's going to be the body to the elephant. Here comes the head. Like so. I'm going to go ahead and put on 4 legs. It's looking a lot like the teddy bear at this point, but it's after what I do next that's going to make the difference. Now with the teddy bear legs, I spread them out a lot more, but with the elephant legs, you want it underneath the body so it can stand a little easier instead of sit. Now, to heat up and press evenly so that you got 4 even. Sorry that it's not completely in focus. Now the trunk. I'm going to break these up into little tic-tocs. Let's see how they do. Two ears. No, a little bit more. Let's see if I can smash these ears down. Nope, missed it by a little bit. Doesn't help not having my glasses on. There we go. 2 ears, a nose. I'm going to point the ears a little bit. Another thing about doing it this size, you learn control and you learn logistics and not wasting a lot of glass. So, not bad for an elephant. And here's my finger to give you an idea. And yes, I could do a little bit sharper, and I will, for the trunk at least. If you're interested in these tiny ones, for $950,000, you can have one of these for yourself. No, tell you what, I'll do you a menagerie. 2 or, let's say, 3 for $20. Your choice of animals. Cat, mice, swan, bear, whale, snail, unicorn, dolphin, elephant. Now, yeah, I'm going to try putting my glasses on. Might just give me a little bit better sight. I'm checking something. It's not going to work. Okay. Yeah, I can see a little bit better. Again, this is a very tiny, tiny plane. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Dolphin? Turtle. Turtle. Turtle it is. Again, the round ball. Now I'm going to put like a cold seal on there so that I can take it off later. Now you go down a little while and heat up, make another round ball. And this one you're going to smash, make sure like a derby looking thing. Heat it up. Smash it down. Oop. Did a little bit sideways. Let's see if I can straighten that out. Yeah. Still a little sideways. That'll work. Now, the legs. 4 legs, of course. 1. And you do them 4 equidistant parts around the disc here. The next choice that you got to make is where you're going to put the neck. And of course, 180 from where you put the neck, you have to put the tail. I'm in North Carolina on the coast near Morehead City. Where are you, Jeanette? There's one. Again, like I said, I picked a spot. Didn't matter which. But once you do, you got to go 180 from there and put the tail. Now, I'm going to do something neat to the rest of these. I'm going to tap that off, and I'm going to fire polish the back where I had holding on to it. Actually, I'm going to hold on to it again by the tail. There we go. Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Well, thank heavens for the internet so you can see new things and go from there. And yes, I'm doing this with very, very tiny and small. But if you want to do it bigger, you know, more power to you. Just go bigger. Today I'm in a tiny mood. And I'll show you some more tiny stuff. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for and if it's going to work for me. Silver fume. Let's see if this is going to jump from one to the other. Nope, not there. Got to get another little chunk of silver. Wait, there might be a piece right here that will work. We'll see. Of course not. Let's kick it down a notch. There we go. Silver sometimes needs a little bit of lower flame to react. There we go. Not doing it a lot, but you can already see that that's turned a tint of yellow. And again, to give you perspective, there's my fingernail. And I'm going to do this to the elephant as well. Now I'm adding a little bit more of the silver. This is called silver fuming. You can see now it's a nice yellower tone. Okay. I'm going to pull that off and go over to the elephant. Just getting a hold of the elephant and putting him back on there. There we go. That'll hold it for the time being. Excuse me. This is silver. If you've never heard of silver fuming, look it up on my YouTube account under the name Libby. Put silver or gold fuming and you'll see same idea. Getting a little reaction out of it. And yes, I could get it down to where it looks almost gold. And there's that same clear elephant, now with a little bit of yellow on there. Add some perspective to your glass without changing glass colors. Let's see what's next. Kick that down a notch. Here we go. Oh yeah, why not? What I'm doing now is sort of like a tunic or cloak. That's the robe that this guy is wearing. I stretched it out a little bit. Now his arms. At this point, it could become a wizard or an angel. But I'm making an angel. If you have a favorite animal that you would like to see made, Jeanette, name it and I'll see what I can do. There's the head, and here's the wings. There's one wing. There's the other. The teddy bear was awesome. You realize the postage just to get it to Ottawa? Actually, that's one thing about these miniatures. Might help if I get it up a little bit higher. And again, here's my finger for reference and size. Surprising, this thing doesn't want to focus way over there. One wing's a little bit longer than the other. A little bit more off of it, not much. There we go. And again, for size range, here's my finger. Yeah, pull my finger. There you go. Pull my finger. That's right. Fire polish. Talk about a menagerie that fit on the in a miniature dollhouse. Haven't done a unicorn yet. Haven't done a dolphin. Let's do a dolphin. Sort of a black dolphin with white trim. Right? Right. I tried this one way, let's try it another. I might. Okay, that's all dark blue. First I'm going to make a little bit of a blob. And then I'm going to elongate it. And that's practically nose to tail right there for a dolphin. Nose to tail. Got to reach for some white. Never around when you want it, of course. Now after, most of the time when I do a dolphin, I do the center first. The center the dorsal back bend anyway. That gives me perspective on where to put everything else. Then the front fins. They go a little bit forward in front of the dorsal. I'll keep my hair out of the way. I looked up to see what you guys were looking at, or what you could see. Back bend, simple but effective. Just got to make sure that when you're, even at this size, you got to make sure you're sealing everything in. Another thing about this size is that it's practically, it doesn't even need to be annealed at this size. Even COE 90 and stuff doesn't really need to be annealed. Well, it does. It wouldn't hurt, but it has a better probability of surviving for one good reason. So small it cools evenly anyway. And the nose here, I might have to add a little bit more glass. I keep picking that one up. Why do I keep picking that one up? Oh, bang, boom, bash, crash, thud. Add a little bit of head. It's better to get a little head in my... I didn't say that, wasn't me? And there we go. Well, that's a bulbous nose if I ever saw one. You don't see it until he... There you go. Tip that off and fire polish that back. Oh, come on, hold on. There we go. Now, let's sort of look over everything that we've done so far. We did a little teddy bear. And it sits, as you can see. And here's the elephant. It's finding the and we did the turtle. And then, well, actually, the very beginning, we did this. This is humongous compared to what we have been doing. And last but not least, that's practically cooled already. You have a little dolphin. I want to thank you guys for being out there. I'll probably be back on after a little while. Maybe do something bigger. I'm going to do some eyes tonight. I got to do a few other things as well. Thank you for being out there, Jeanette. I appreciate the audience. If anybody has some requests or suggestions on what they'd like to see made tiny, give me a holler and we'll see what we can do for you. Like I say, 3 for $20. That's a good deal, isn't it? And I also have quartz pieces. Let me show you some of them. Tiny, tiny quartz pieces. I do stuff with quartz rocks. Takes about twice the amount of heat and twice the amount of effort. But these are made out of quartz rocks. And again, you can see how small they are. There's some sharks. Here's a couple other things. Oh, here you go. There's a fairy. I really tried to put detail in the hands, and they need a little work, but doable. Hey, Matthew. And this one, I need to fire and put a tail on. But here is a little lady devil. You can't see it until you see the horns there. And I do need to put her tail on. I need to make this one a little bit smaller and put it inside of a marble for a person. And it's been one of those things in the making or in my mind for the last 2 years plus. And he's been very patient, and I'm going to get to it. Again, thanks for watching. As always, carpe vitro, and enjoy your